What's up, guys? Today I'm going to teach you 3 ways to set up rings. And yes, you do need rings. No matter what situation you're in, this is a simple staple in any kind of fitness setup. So rings, I've got my rings, and it's kind of a mini tour of my gym because we're just here in this wonderful gym that makes me so happy. So much light, I love it. So first, let's look. We have our rings right here. We can do ring rows. We can have rings in a lower position and actually be able to get those for ring push-ups. So I have a pair of rings set up right here that's a little bit lower. And both of these rings are set up in something a little more extravagant. I have a big chunky setup right here. So what I've done is I've taken a 2x6 and I've put it across my joist, and the joist would go this way, and it goes across them, bolting into it. This is by far the most complicated way. I'm going to show you a very easy way. But I can do pull-ups, I can do hanging tucks, multiple people can do pull-ups at the same time. I actually have 2 of these set up. So I have one here, and I have one here, so I can have 4 people going at the same time, do a variety of ring exercises, and basically do anything that I want. Now, I want to show you where I started out the most simplistic way, and where this gym that I have right now, which I love so much, is where it all kind of started. So it all started with these, and let me see right there. Can you see these right here? There's these 2 little eye hooks, okay? That is where it began. I set up two rings right through there, so I just strapped them. This is the easiest setup. Each one of these costs you like $3 to $4. All you have to do is find where, and that's the trouble, or get someone to do this, but you want to find out where that ceiling joist, where that beam is, and you're just going to put a pre-drill hole in it and screw it in, and then you're going to put and feed your ring, TRX, whatever it happens to be, through it. Now, what am I talking about this ceiling joist? Well, let's actually take a look at it, because I have one exposed, because I have this awesome apparatus. You can see it's a nice cool little Lyra set up, and this is hanging, and I've exposed one of our joists right here. We'll take a look at that. So right in here, we've exposed one of these beams. So every 16 inches, you have a beam going across. And I have this anchor just wrapped directly around that beam. Now today, I'm going to set up one more set, because I don't have enough ring setups, but there's a specific reason why I have this one. But I'm going to be using these, and they come from Amazon. This is actually what I would recommend. It's kind of in between my larger setup and the smaller setup. It's going to be these, okay? These are simple anchors. They can hold about 700 pounds each, and you're just going to anchor them right into the joist, and we're going to do that today, all right? So we're going to set them right beside, and I'm going to take you on a quick journey of us putting these 2 in. All right, let's get started. So let's look at what we need to set these anchors up. Now, you're going to want some kind of a drill, all right? And we're going to have a couple drill bits with that. You will have a stud finder, no jokes. We will have a measuring device, we have to have that. And then we'll have our anchors, which already have the lag screws already in them. For our drill, we're gonna want both a larger bit right here, that's just a little bit smaller than the actual screw, so that this can be our pilot. So we're not just going straight into wood. You really want a pilot that's a little bit smaller, just a tad smaller than the screw itself. This, I'm gonna show you a trick to no doubt find where your ceiling joist is. You will not be able to lose with this. It's a little messy, but you'll be certain. And for that messy process, we're just gonna do some lightweight spackling, because the truth is, you make some holes, you make a couple dents, you just spackle over it. It's fine. We got this for spackling. We want to have a drop cloth because we're going to make a mess, and we got to be prepared. And then we might doodle, so we want a pencil. All right, so that is what we're gonna need to set up these anchors in just a moment. Let's do it. All right, so 16 inches from the center of where this is now, we're gonna end up just about where I have put this dot already. So that's gonna be our point where we should have the joist. Now I can kind of double check it by going around the side and looking at that, but I'm gonna show you a trick. It's a little messy, but it is indisputable. I have made my marks. I did a little bit of math, just some simple stuff. One of these joists is 1.5 inches thick. So I did my math of where, based on them being 16 inches apart on center, where 1.5 would be. And I made some marks. All right, so I believe that there's gonna be one here, and it's gonna continue across to here. So that it's basically running across here. And those are the 2 points that I wanna set up to be about shoulder width apart, just dropping down to set up this ring. So how am I gonna know if that is that? Because honestly, someone, especially if you can't see, it might be off. Because that just happens because we're humans. So I'm taking this smaller drill bit and I'm gonna just drill into this little baby drill and see if I hit wood or if it just kind of, you can tell if there's nothing behind it. So let's go ahead and see what happens. All right. All right, so it looks like we hit wood. It had a quick jump back because it pushed the drill bit back into my drill. So I'm hitting wood there. So let me move up and down. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make a couple to see if I start to lose the wood, because then I'll start to shoot through faster and where it is. And I'm just gonna make a row of holes to see where is this thing. So let's see. So I made a series of holes, just going across. So what I found was that these on the outside, it just went straight through real quick. And these, I hit wood, and most definitely it's right here. So this allows me to know that don't drill or anchor on the outside, and this is where the perimeter of the wood is. Because when you hit that with the drill, it don't go through. You're continuing to drill into solid wood. So you can feel it, and wood pieces come by. Okay, we make a little bit of dust, that's why we put down the painter's cloth. You can't see that now, but we are nice and safe and clean. So we are going to now outlay what we have, because we know we use that to map. This is where the joist is. This is where strength and support is. So now we're going to map out those anchors, draw where the bits would go or where the screws would go, put in pilot holes, and then bolt it in. So let's do it. All right, so I took this, I put it up there nice and symmetrically, and as you can see, we've put some templates right onto there, and we figured out where we're going to drill our main pilot holes, because those lag screws are very thick. They're not going to go just right into the wood. It's just not going to happen. So let's put in our pilot holes, and then we'll drill in the anchors. It's that simple. All right, we got the holes in. So now we are going to put them in. Now what's on my drill right here? I actually have, it's basically, and I'll show you, because these happen to be hex screws. This is a hex bit. So now I don't have to worry about, getting like a wrench out. I just can screw it in much faster. So let's do it. And here we have it. They are now installed. So that was actually really quick. Like, I couldn't hold the camera and drill at the same time, but it literally took about 2 minutes, 3 minutes. So here we go. So now we found the joist. We drilled little holes across. Honestly, it didn't make that much of a mess. I'm kind of committed doing this, that I'm gonna spackle at the end. Spackling takes this long. Scoop, spackle, and then you kind of wipe it clean, you're done. Like, just go ahead and commit, get your bottle of spackle, and get a cool set of anchors. These are 20 bucks on Amazon. I'll set a link there, but shop the market, find a strong one that does, I'd say, at least 500 pounds. I started with these guys. They cost about $3 to $5. You can get at Home Depot. I love these. That's why I have so many of them, because you can do your pull-ups. You can do anything you want on these. Maybe you'll do another workshop where I show you how to build the 2x6. We just use pipe from Lowe's or Home Depot. Costs about $60 to $80 of material, and then you just do the same thing. You find out where those joists are, and you make a couple main anchor points, and you can remove the whole thing, and you just spackle. So there we go. We all have, we all need rings. You may not know that you need rings, but you definitely need rings. Whether you do a TRX, you need some kind of suspension so we can have a good pull for that pull muscular chain. So we got them set up. There's no excuses. You've got access to Amazon, Lowe's, Home Depot. Let's put them in.